We are joined by Professor Elliott Currie from the Gordon Lang School of Business and Economics at the University of Guelph.
This seemed to just fit in exactly to the kind of thing I wanted, where the students could evaluate one another, do it quickly, do it effectively, get evaluated themselves, and then have the opportunity to get better and better at it over time. I wanted them to get involved, see one another, look at how well they're doing, and get better at what they're doing, both in writing of the reports and also evaluating them. So it needed to be done. If I have a class of 20, I can probably get through assessing 20 10-page reports. It would take me 3-4 days if I really knuckled down and did it. But I'd be concerned about if I missed something or I was late doing it, because I always had a rule that everything had to be returned to the students within a week. If you do a midterm exam, any sort of assessment, you wait 2, 3, 4 weeks. Students, the course has all moved on. So you got to do it fast. So I like this system because I gave a bit of a deadline to the students. Before the next class, you have to have assessed the 3 or 4 or 5 papers that you are required to assess. And then everybody, and they were being assessed themselves on what they had submitted to the other students through the randomized assessment method that Kritik uses, that selects who you mark. And then you also had to assess the assessment. So were you very accurate, useful? So this was very good. So I needed something that included everybody. And there was still a feedback, both by the person being assessed and by yours truly, the big kahuna overlooking everybody. So it was accurate, it was timely, it was anonymous, at least to begin with. Eventually they found out. Everybody's doing it, and I think it was like maybe 3 days before everybody got all their feedback, including the feedback on how well they assessed. So if you got all 3 of your assessments, that there'd be 3 people looking at the papers, then you can go back, oh, okay, that one was worthwhile, that one was worthwhile, that one was worthwhile, this was good, that was bad. So there was this whole feedback loop, and that's what people need. So that's why I thought it was good. They have to come prepared.
Okay.
Because they have to have submitted something to Kritik before class. So in that case, too many students will just come to class, especially in early years of undergrad, just come and sit there and think it's an absorption process. Whereas in a lot of management upper level courses, no, you have the basic knowledge. Now we're trying to form the skills so that you can actually apply these skills and your talents in a manner that is functioning within people. It's anonymous, so they don't know who you are. So they're not going to pick on you because of whatever reason. It's worthwhile to accept because these are your peers saying it. It's not some master of the material. This is what your peers are thinking. So if you want their respect, then you also have to give respect. So it goes both ways. But you also have an opportunity to feedback. So are they being fair and reasonable to you? So you can say, well, yeah. So you should accept it. And maybe this is an opportunity that you can get better at something without somebody coming and being right in your face about it. So they're not out to get you because they're going to get assessed on how well they assess, because that's part of their mark as well.
Yeah. So
you get marks for both for what you did and your submission, but also on how well you assessed. So that was important as well. So they tend to accept it, and over time they start to go, hey, this is actually pretty good.